A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the team at Buxton Real Estate, welcome to the auction of 21 Kerr Street in central Blackburn. For those of you who don't know me, Calvin Chan is my name. Also the listing agent alongside Wen Yu, who has been working tirelessly throughout the entire campaign. We also have my colleagues here today, Jim, Stephen, Yang, here to assist you with any questions throughout the auction process. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the vendors for entrusting us with the sale of their beautiful family home behind us. To the neighbours in the crowd, thank you for coming and for making Kerr Street one of the best streets to live in central Blackburn. To the bidders in the crowd, thank you for coming, and I wish you all the best in the bidding procedure. And to that one lucky buyer, we congratulate you in advance on your astute purchase. This auction will be conducted in accordance with rules and any additional conditions that are made available before the commencement of the auction. As the auctioneer, I will be indicating bidders upon request and the right to place bids on behalf of the sellers, otherwise known as vendor bids. If or when I decide to place those bids, I'll simply say vendor bid. This auction prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for misconduct. And last but not least, when this paperwork hits my hand and this property is deemed sold, I'll absolutely take no late bids and offers beyond that point. If you're successful here today, all that I require from you is a little 10% deposit of the full purchase price, and the settlement time, you pick the time frame that suits you best. And the sellers have been quite flexible here today, anywhere within the vicinity of 60 through to 120 days, unless prior arrangements have been made with you beforehand. In an instance where you're bidding against vendor bids, you have two options. Do not bid against the highest vendor bid, which means that you'll decrease your chances of being successful here today, as we'll get to negotiate with multiple parties afterwards. On the positive flip side, however, is that if you do bid against the highest vendor bid, you earn yourself the exclusive right to negotiate with the sellers, and statistically speaking, you increase your chances of being successful here today. Behind us, ladies and gentlemen, 21 Kerr Street in central Blackburn, 20.6 metre wide frontage on 680 square metres of land. It's perfect if you're looking to renovate, redevelop, rent out, or move in straight away, ladies and gentlemen. With the wide frontage, you could do a duplex, which we know can sell for quite a bit of money in today's market, or build front and back, battle axe type of design type of townhouse, or you can renovate the existing home, beautiful weatherboard home with a big front veranda, as you can see, 3 bedrooms, 1 central bathroom as well, timber floorboards throughout, open plan living, dining area. So it is a family home that you can move in, or you can renovate and enjoy. Location-wise, ladies and gentlemen, second to none. Central Blackburn, walking distance to 3 train stations, Box Hill, Laburnum, Blackburn train station, bus stops on Middleborough Road, taking you anywhere that you need. Shopping-wise, you've got North Blackburn Shopping Centre, Box Hill Central, Westfield, Doncaster, all within close proximity. In terms of fast food outlets, you've got Subway, Red Rooster, McDonald's just down the road, Kerr shops as well. Schooling-wise, ladies and gentlemen, you're spoiled for choice. Blackburn High's school zoning, Old Orchard Primary School as well, and also Box Hill High, also within close proximity. So enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you're not here to hear me talk. We're here to help you buy now. Where can I get an opening bid, opening offer for 21 Kerr Street in central Blackburn now, ladies and gentlemen? I'm in your hands. Who would like to get started now? How about you, Peter? Here nice and early. You told me you wanted to buy the property. In the absence of your bidding here today, we can't help you.
1.1.
1.1, thank you, Bob, here at $1.1 million. Welcome to the bidding here now on my right-hand side. I wish you all the best in your bidding procedure here today. At $1,100,000 now on my right-hand side. Love to see you get involved and purchase this property here today. Very good location. How about you, George? You want to switch over from Mount Albert to Blackburn? Here's your chance at $1,100,000. 1.12. Welcome to the bidding here, sir, at $1,120,000. Gentlemen here on my left-hand side at $1,120 now. At $1,120,000, going up in increments of 20 at the moment. $20,000 on the rise at $1,120. At $1,120 now. Wen Yu, what do you say now, Peter? Think about it. But the longer you think, the more sure it seems. At $1,120,000 now. Gentlemen's offer now in the front here, pole position at $1,120. At $1,120,000. How about you? 114. 114. Queenie, what do you say now? 140 now. You told me you wanted to buy the property. You're going to have to get your bids out quick now at 140. At 140 now, back against you, sir. What do you say now? At 140, can I see a 160? at $1,140,000 here. Gentlemen in front here, standing next to Wen Yu at 1,140. Bids here. 115, thank you, sir. 1,150 now. Back in front and back against you, sir. What do you say? At 1,150 now. At $1,150,000. 60 now. 1,160 back against you, sir. At 1,160 here on my right hand side. At $1,160,000. Can I say 70, sir? At 1,160. Or you can go back up in 20s if you want. At 1,160 here on my right hand side. At $1,160,000. Stephen, what do you say in the back? At 1,160 now. At $1,160,000 here. 1,160 here. Front and center at 1,160, $10,000 increment on top of the previous bid. Gonna call 3 times now, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm sure and you're sure at sorry. Here bid here, ma'am, in the back. At 1,160, are you sure? At 1,160 now. At $1,160,000. 1.18, new interest here. Thank you, Stephen. At 1,180 now. At $1,180,000. Standing next to Stephen here at 1,180. And at 10,000, 119. Bang. At 1,190. 1.2. Bang. Got there in the end. At $1,200,000 now. Standing next to Stephen. At $1,200,000 now. Holding the bid. At $1,200,000. 10, 21. At 1.21. At $1,210,000. 22, thank you, Stephen. 22 now. Wen, what do you say? 22, what do you say, ma'am? 122. 3-man horse race here at $1,220,000. Haven't forgotten about you as well. At 122. And you here on my right hand side as well at $1,220,000. 4-man horse race, actually. Correct me here at 122. At $1,220,000. We're on the market and selling here. You got the thumbs up from Jim at $1,220,000 now. Selling for no better bidding here today at $1,220,000 here. Bids here with Stephen. No late bids. 10.30 at 1,230. At $1,230,000 can 40. Thank you, Stephen. 50 may I say at $1,240,000 in the back at 150. Thank you, Wen. 1,250 now. 60, 70 may I say at 126. At 126 now in the back bids. At 1,260. At $1,260,000 now. 70, 80 may I say. 80, 90 may I say. 80 in the back. 80 is holding the bid. 1.28 now. 90 to get you back in front. At $1,280,000. 90, 1.3. At 1.3 here on my left hand side. At 1.3. At $1,300,000 here on my left hand side. At 1.31. At $1,310,000. At $1,310,000 in the back. At 131. At 1,310,000. At 1,310,000 in the back here. Back against you on the bidders. What do you say? At $1,310,000. Back against you here as well. At $1,310,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bidders here today engaged for this property here today, which only means one thing. This is prime real estate in a prime location, ladies and gentlemen, at 1,310,000. At $1,320,000. 20 here. 20 back against you, sir. At $1,320,000. 330 in the back at 1,330. At $1,330,000. At 1,330 now. At 1,330 in the back. At $1,230,000 here. What do you say? Can I see a 40? At $1,230,000 in the back. Here at 1,330. At 1,330 here, holding the bid. 40. 30s here, back against you, Wen. At $1,230,000. I'm glad someone's paying attention here today. At $1,330,000 in the back. Can I see a 40 to get you back in front? At $5,000, take a 5. 335. At $1,335,000. $5,000 have come out. You can see people are stretching the limits here. Ma'am, what do you say? 1.35. 1.35, bang. At 1,350 now. At 1,350, can I see another 5, sir? What do you say? At $1,350,000 in the back. At $1,350,000. At 1,350 now. You can change your mind on options. At $1,350,000 in the back. Can I see another bid from the crowd? Otherwise, I will be selling away here now. Highest bidder here in the back corner at $1,350,000. First score now, 1,350. Second opportunity now at $1,350,000 for the third and final call now at $1,350,000. $350,000. No late bids, no late offers now. I'll give you about 10 seconds to change your minds, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, we'll be selling away here to the highest bidder here on the right-hand side at $1,350,000 here. Think about the location, ladies and gentlemen. 20.6 metre wide frontage, perfect. If you're looking to do another redevelopment in here, ladies and gentlemen, we've just sold a duplex, side-by-side townhouse, 3-bedroom in Buxton North for $1.9 million. So think about what you could do here. Much more central location, closer to Buxton Central and train stations as well, at $1,350,000 now. They're loving life here in the back corner at $1,350,000 now. All the bidders seem like they're out. Going to call it final 3 more times now, ladies and gentlemen. First call now, 1,350. Second opportunity now. Sorry?
1,351.
51 now, back in front. I knew you would change your mind. It's such a great location, such a great property. Why wouldn't you? At $1,351,000 now, back against Stephen. What do you say now? At 1,351. 360, bang, at 1,360, good bidding. That's how you purchase prime real estate in Blackburn. Bid with strength and confidence, ladies and gentlemen, at 1,360. Can I see another one from you, sir? At 1,360. What? 1,360, I mean. At 1,360. I'll take 61 though, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say? At $1,360,000 in the back. At $1,360 now. Told you were out before, I'm not sure I can believe you again. At $1,360 in the back here. Such a big crowd here. Any lucky last minute bidders here, now's your chance to jump in and say your piece, or else the property will be sold. And who knows when the next time this property will be back onto the marketplace. Probably not for a very, very long time. At $1,360,000 in the back now, ladies and gentlemen. All good? 1,360. Are you sure? As I said before, you can change your mind at auctions. At $1,360,000 now. Call it final 3 more times. First call now, 1,360. Second opportunity now at $1,360,000. For the third and final call now at $1,360,000. On behalf of the team at Buxton Real Estate, Wen Yu and I have been listing agents for this property. We're at $1,360,000. This property is selling. This property is selling. This property is. Put your hands together. This property. Is that another bid? No, are you sure? It could be an expensive mistake or expensive decision. At $1,360,000, this property is sold. Congratulations. Commiserations to the other bidders. Thank you for attending another Buxton auction. Hope you have a great weekend. Yeah.